Hey guys, I'm StonyRedFiction, and today I have some realistic torches for you with individual torch burnout. Like you saw right there, they will turn off automatically. Alright, so let's have a look at my designs, those three. And the first one uses buttons to power them. So you press a button, the torch turns on. And yeah, let's turn on the other ones as well. And then they turn back off after a lifespan that you can adjust. So these ones have a lifespan of 20 clock cycles. Yeah. Up here I have another design, this time without buttons but with player detection. So you walk in, and if you stand exactly in front of the torch will turn on. And then after 20 clock cycles, they will turn back off individually. Alright, now to the final one. I think this is the best one. This one uses a flint and steel in order to light them up. So you fly in, use a flint and steel on them, like that, and you can turn them on. I think that is the most realistic state you can get in Minecraft. And now let's get to the redstone. Alright, the redstone. So all that is inspired by a video from a guy called Squirtdude. He made what you can see right in front of me right now. So you have a torch, a redstone torch, you walk in and it will light up. That was his idea. It was really nice. And I added the burnout and the flint and steel part to that. So the flint and steel part, how does that work? Well, let's call up the scoreboard. So I have a scoreboard called FNS in my case, and every time a player uses the flint and steel, it will count up. So you can see on the right, every time I use the flint and steel, it will count up. And then if I fly in front of the torch, it will light up the torch. So I'm basically check the players in front of the torch with a score in this system and the flint and steel above or 1 and higher. But you saw the problem right there. If I use it somewhere else, I fly in, the torch will light up. And to get rid of that, I'm using a second command block. For player, set this scoreboard every clock cycle back to 0. So he basically checks for it, and at the same tick it sets it back to 0. But because of the processing order in Minecraft, it first does the top one with a check and then it removes it. And that way, if I use it somewhere else, if you look at the scoreboard, it just sets it back to 0 every time. So I have to be in front of the torch, use it right here, then it will work. Alright, so that's the magic behind that. Now let's get to the burnout part. So this is the flint and steel system. Let's turn it on, have it turn it back off on there. Alright, so we have the same right here. Test for the player in front of the torch with a score of 1 in the flint and steel. Down there is the set back to 0. And here the torch set. But also we have the individual scores for each torch. So torch 1 set to 20. That's the number of clock cycles it will take the torch to turn back off. So in this case 20, you can change that to a higher number in order to have longer life cycles from the of the torches. Alright, so that gets set to 20 every time a player uses a flint and steel in front of a torch. So you can refresh them even if they are not burnt out yet. Yeah, so every clock cycle it then removes from this torch one's scoreboard 1 until it gets to 0. If it's at 0, it doesn't do anything anymore. And that will mean the command block will fail, then the comparator attached to it will turn back off, that will turn the redstone torch back on, and that will reset. Basically it will set the block back to a redstone torch that is off. That's 75. Let's have a look at that. So torch. One is this one right here. Power it. There you can see it turned on, and after 20 clock cycles it will reset. There we go. And that is the same for all of them. This one is just without the check for the flint and steel, so just the player detection. Down here with the button I spawn, let's use this one, it spawns a redstone block right there. This is an OR gate. If one of those blocks is a redstone block, this torch turns off, start the clock, and then you have the countdown like the other ones before. And if they are finished, it just sets the block back to the redstone torch, and as well removes the redstone block right there. So this clock is just running if one of those torches is in the on state. And yeah, behind here we have now some redstone. On the other ones it's clean, just the torch to power the redstone torch. Here we have as well the set torch, that's the scoreboard, and set the redstone block right there, but all one wide. So yeah, that is the redstone and the magic behind all the realistic torches. I hope you like, and have a nice day. Bye!